Yeah, welcome everyone. This is 3P African Educators, and this is our second webinar live. So I'm Taiwa Phillips, the host, and I have my co-host Sylvia. So I'm the manager in the CPR co-department, and I'm very happy that we're here again, sharing as Africans, sharing about 3 principles. As 3 principles, we are covered by seeding banks, who are able to share the purity of 3P in Africa and beyond. And right now we are sharing 3P in Uganda, we're in Kenya, we're in Malawi, even in DRC Congo. And it is uncovering wisdom like that people have been suffering, but they are now seeing their own beauty through these 3P teachings. So I'm based in a settlement, and we have already seen the change by the help of 3P, where people have seen that love is more important, that love starts with themselves, accompanied by forgiveness and understanding that if they are feeling gratitude, that is the way to go. The right use of thought, and also understanding that the wrong use of thought, that there's nothing they can gain from there. So we'll go ahead like inviting also my co-host, who is Sylvia, also to introduce herself, as we shall go ahead into inviting our guest of today.
Thank you so much, Philip, and thank you everyone who is on our webinar today. And it's a good evening from Uganda and East Africa, and I think it's a good morning from the other countries. But we are happy to have you here. Thank you for honoring the invitation, and thank you for the heart of loving to share and learn more about the 3Ps. Yeah, I am Byamukama Sylvia Kagoda, as my host Philip introduced to me, and I work in the northern part of Uganda in a district called Kidgum. Yes, I'm a 3P teacher or educator, and I'm happy to be one of the co-hosts of this show. Yeah, so we are going to learn. We are going to learn a lot. We are going to share a lot with one another, just like as Philip said. Sidney Banks told us in his words, he said that the 3Ps are God-given gifts, and every person who is born is connected to them. Yeah, so he discovered them and he started teaching them and introducing them to various people. And as a result, we are also learning them and knowing them. And trust me, when you learn and get to know them, you enjoy life and life moves on very smoothly and very well. So once again, you're all welcome, and we expect to learn. We are eager to learn, to receive, and to share. Yeah, the more we share, the more we grow, just like our guest always tells us, Martha, the more we share, the more we grow. So thank you so much, Philip, and let me take it back to you, please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sylvia, for great sharing. And we'll just read a quick bio about Martha, who is and mind you, our topic is about separate to happiness that we shall be sharing. So Martha, she's called Martha Moraa. She's a single mother of one daughter, Hilda. She lives with his grandfather in his orphanage of 25 children in Homa Bay, Kenya. And her mission is to share love and happiness to the children and the community. So today she will be sharing with us about secrets to happiness. And we are so glad to have you, Martha. And we welcome you now to the platform so that you can share with us. And we are looking forward also to learn from each other as we shall be sharing. So welcome, Martha.
Thank you so much. As you heard, my name is Martha Moraaa. I'm a 3P educator. I'm located in Homa Bay, Kenya. It is a blessing that today I'm going to share about the secret to happiness. Wow, how sweet is happiness? And happiness is, what is happiness? Happiness is not something that you can describe in words. It is felt within. Look for happiness outside, and you will fail a million years, because we have the key to our own happiness. Happiness is inside us. The purpose of life is to be happy. Everybody deserves happiness. Happiness is free. For instance, you wake up in the morning and you start appreciating the small things, like the sunlight streaming through the window, a warm cup of tea, a good message from a loved one. These moments of gratitude cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment. And the outcome will be a good feeling. You will be happy. Why? Because you have that positive thought. You have that positive feeling. The outcome is that you will be happy. Sydney Bank said that happiness is like a birthright. Everybody is born happy. When you look at the small children, the newborns, wow. When you look at a newborn, they always smile by themselves. They have that good feeling inside them. They just smile. They just smile. They look so happy. But as we age and live this world, and we age and live this life, happiness goes away. Why? We will know this by the use of the 3 principles. The 3 principles will answer this. The 3 principles are mind, thought, and consciousness. And these are the secrets to your happiness. These are the secrets to your wisdom. Every living creature lives by these principles. These principles cannot be separated. They are all equal. And that is why we are all one. The 3 principles are God-given gifts to us. Oh, thank you, God, for these gifts. Because these 3 principles were there before creation. And that is why we are able to see creation. That is why we are able to see the beautiful trees outside. We are able to see the beautiful flowers outside. We are able to see love and happiness from people. And these 3 principles are the secret to happiness. Once you understand these 3 principles, you will definitely find the key to your happiness, because happiness is within you. You yourself have the key to your own happiness. These 3 principles teaches us that we should let go of the negative thoughts. And letting go of the negative thoughts, we focus we focus on the positive thoughts. And once we start seeing the positive thoughts, our life will be happy, because when you have positive thoughts, your life will be happy. If you have negative thoughts, your life will be sad. You will not have that happiness in yourself. And once we realize that these thoughts are not permanent in us, we stop identifying so much in them. And once we stop identifying so much in them, we immediately tap to our inner wisdom and peace. Sydney Banks calls it going into the quiet mind. A state where you are present, open, and connected to your intelligence mind. Oh, wow. I always like going into my quiet mind. I love that. Because when I do that, I always find the answer. I remember when I met Harry, the founder of 3P in Africa. Thank you so much, Harry, for bringing 3P in Africa. When I met with Harry, I did not know about happiness. I used to look for happiness from friends. When I had a problem, I could call my friends and ask them so that I could hear their opinion. And these friends were even now tired of my problems. Sometimes I call, they don't answer. Sometimes I call them, they say I'm busy. Sometimes I call, they say I will call you back. And when maybe they receive, I tell them my problem, they are full of negative thoughts. And that could put me more into sadness because I was looking for happiness outside. And I used to fail each day. I didn't know that I myself had the key to my own happiness. I didn't know that I myself I could get the answer within myself, inside myself. When I say the answer is inside yourself, I do not mean inside your body. No, I mean beyond time, space, and manner. And beneath the noise of our thinking lies our natural state of well-being. This natural state of well-being is not something that you chase or you look for it. No, it is just there, waiting for you to reconnect with it. And always remember that purity of mind is pure love. Purity of thought is pure love. Purity of consciousness is pure love. And everybody is born with spiritual wisdom. Don't look for wisdom outside. Don't look for wisdom from friends. No. When you have a problem, just go into your quiet mind and your wisdom will guide you and you will find the answer, because these 3 principles is the wisdom that you are looking for. These 3 principles is the happiness you are looking for. Once you understand the 3 principles, you will be happy because you will know that happiness is free. Everybody deserves happiness. And the purpose of life is to be happy. Wow. And now I'm here sharing to you because I'm happy. Yeah. And you don't have to worry so much. I learned from Shailia that things will just unfold themselves. And for sure, that always happens. Things always unfold themselves. You don't have to worry. They will just unfold themselves. And our mind and consciousness is like paint, and our thought is like a brush. So you take that brush, which is thought, and paint the world that you live in. You paint it beautiful with the use of thought, which is the brush. You paint it so beautiful, and you will be happy. Because our brain is like a biological computer. Whatever you feed it is what you'll find. If you feed the brain, if you feed the computer with some good pictures, some good motivation quotes, when you open the computer, that is what you will find. And our divine mind is what makes the brain alive, our divine mind. And I learned from grandfather Bishop, that our mind is like a garden and our thought is a seed. You have that free will choose on which seed do I want to plant on my mind, which is a garden. You choose on that seed because, you know, in a day, 1,000 thoughts crosses our mind. We have no power to choose on which thought comes in our mind. No, we don't have that power. But wow, God gifted us with that power to choose God gifted us with that free will to choose on which thought to follow. If you follow the positive thoughts, you will have a happy life. The 3 principles teaches us that you have to let go of the negative thoughts. Once you let go of the negative thoughts, you will be happy. And as I am sharing to you about this secret to happiness, I do not want you to listen to my words. I want you to listen for a feeling. Because I personally, when I met Harry, my life was in total darkness. I didn't know about happiness. I was just living like I'm just there. I wake up, I wait, sleep, wake up. I was just there. I was tired of life. I remember Harry told me the first sharing, I do not want you to listen to my words. Listen for a feeling. And once I started listening for a feeling, wow, I can't forget that day. I cannot forget. I had that little voice. My inner wisdom told me, Martha, you need to be happy. Martha, happiness is free. And just like that, like magic, wow, I found happiness. And since then, my life has been very much easy and happy. I feel like I'm now living in light. I see my life like I'm living in another world, a world full of love, a world full of happiness. And also, we need to learn to forgive. When we forgive, you relieve yourself from that burden. When you forgive, you relieve yourself. You set yourself free. Even in the Bible teaches us that forgive your neighbor 70 times 70. It doesn't mean that we multiply that 70 times 70. No, it means you forgive and you forget. You perpetually forgive. Because if you don't forgive, whenever you will be thinking of what the other person did to you, you will have those negative thoughts. And once you have those negative thoughts, you will be sad, you will not be happy. But first, the most important thing you can do to yourself in this world is to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself first. That is the most important thing you can do to yourself in this world. You need to forgive yourself first. And once you forgive yourself, you forgive others. Just like the Bible tells us, love your neighbor as you love yourself. I also learned that unforgiveness is like taking poison for another person and waiting for that person to die. No, you are the one who will be affected. So, to find happiness, we also need to learn about forgiveness, because when you forgive, you are happy. And in this life, anywhere you go, you will always be offended by people, because that is why we need to learn to forgive. Because if you don't forgive, you will be carrying a heavy luggage, like you will be living in a life of, you will not be in peace. No. That is why the 3 principles teaches us about forgiveness. Forgiveness is the key.
Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Martha. I would like to add on. You can mute a bit. I add on something. When you mentioned about someone is thinking more about negative, someone is thinking more about the past. There is no way you can access your happiness when you are thinking more about the past or negativity. And this has been happening, for example, like here in the refugee settlement. People are carrying the hardship that they faced from their home areas, from their home countries, the enmity that happened from their countries. They are coming with them into Nakivale, and you find someone is overcarrying that luggage. Now is still expecting to be happy and is still carrying that luggage. So the solution is now to let go of that luggage, of that overthinking, then the happiness will be accessed, because all that, we have freedom, we have free will to think that, we have free will to overcome that. But if you are still thinking that negativity in you and you still think to be still happy, it is not going to happen. You have to let go of the noise that within you, then it will give access for the free things, for the good things, for the positivity enter into your life. So I appreciate that as you shared. So you can go ahead and share.
Oh, those are great teaching, Phillips. Thank you for sharing that. You know, to share is to grow. And I also learned from Mark Williams that you don't have to be too serious. Don't take life so seriously. And sometimes that has always helped me. Even, you know, sometimes when I'm feeding my daughter and I'm like, you have to eat, you have to eat, you have to eat. She just cries. And then I remember, oh, Mark Williams said, don't be too serious. And now I just leave her to play as I feed her, and she finishes the whole plate. Thank you so much, Mark Williams, for those great teachings. And you don't have to take life so serious. You just relax and things will just unfold themselves, because God gifted us with that inner wisdom. Once we were born, we were spiritually connected to those wisdom. And when you find happiness, when you find, as I'm sharing to you, now that you know the secret to happiness are the 3 principles. When you hear that little voice, when you find that happiness within yourself, please share to others. Share this happiness to others. Share it to everyone, because sharing is growing. And sharing is to share, is to care. As I said, sometimes, you know, I feel so emotional with the Sydney Banks. Say when Sydney said that the birthright happiness is everybody is born happy, and when those newborns, they smile. And then when I just remember, like, as we age and we live in this world, where does this happiness go? You see that smile of a newborn. Let it continue. When we let it continue, this is by sharing the 3 principles, so that everyone can know about them. And when you share to them, don't forget to tell them to share, because sharing is growing. As I'm sharing to you right now, I feel so happy. I am very happy. It is a blessing. I am very much happy. Maybe I can stop at that for now, and maybe anyone who has a question, so that I can answer.
Thank you, Martha. Thank you. And I would like to add on that we need to understand that nothing is wrong in our life, but we need to be trusting
Martha, you
our
have
own
to mute your
wisdom,
channel.
and also to understand that all these life and you think you have failed, it's just all. So if you can let something that is disturbing you in how you think, you let it go, then you become normal and you find life more easy. But if something has come into you, it is a bad thought coming into your mind, and it is, you are stuck on that, you never be happy. If you let go, you understand that it is a thought, and you trust your own wisdom, then you can heal. So that is more important. So I would like to hear from Sylvia, then maybe you can go into questions concerning happiness.
Thank you so much, Philip. Thank you so much, Martha. Yeah, for educating us, for sharing with us your wisdom about the secrets of happiness. And that was so marvelous. It was so good. So I just also want to add on something before we go into the questions. Martha, you'll be coming back to answer the questions and we shall discuss more during that time. Yeah, Martha said, happiness is free and it's something that is inside. It's inside. You don't have to look for it anywhere. You have to get it from your inside part. And she told us she used to go and look for happiness somewhere else before she met Harry, the founder of 3PAEs in Africa. But when she discovered that happiness is free and it's inside her, then she started bringing it out and putting it into use. Yeah, so what I want to add on that is everyone is entitled to happiness. We are all entitled to happiness, regardless of what we are going through. We have so many things to be grateful for. Yes, I know in life there are ups and downs, and that one happens to every individual. We have different ups and downs. They're not the same. But also we have things we are supposed to be grateful for that bring happiness to us. Each one of us have something to be grateful for. Each day you wake up, at least for the air you're still having, for you are breathing, for you're still existing. And that means that there is a reason, there is hope for you to continue this day, and there are some good things awaiting for you. At least with thinking about that and being grateful for it, it brings a smile on your face and it brings that happiness on your face, knowing that today I'm alive and I'm hoping something better for that. Yeah. And there are so many things that you look around and you're like, I'm grateful for this and I deserve to be happy for this, you know. And then after being happy as you are an individual, you share it with others. How do you feel when you share that happiness with others? You feel great. You feel good, no? Martha was talking about unforgiveness. Do you know that one of the things that can bring you unhappiness is unforgiveness? Whenever you have an issue with someone and you put that anger in you and you keep it, you'll never be happy, because each time you're going to be thinking about it, each time you're going to be seeing that person, you're going to have a gloomy face, you're going to start murmuring, you'll never be happy. So you just have to live a free life, you know, live a free life. And she told us also something else, that Mark Williams was like, don't be serious with life. It's true. Don't be serious with life, you know. Some things you just take them normal. Just take them normal. And I also want to emphasize this as a Christian lady. These are all worldly things. That is a reminder for all of us. We are all existing, but everything we see around us, it's worldly thing. That means the day we shall return back to our Father in heaven, we are leaving them here. So, and those are the more things that bring us unhappiness, because we fight for them. We want them. We want to have them, you know, and we live miserable lives looking for those things that at one time we are going to leave them here, fighting for them and causing so much harm to ourselves, forgetting that one time we are leaving them here and going without nothing. So whenever you remember that, you're like, God, I'm grateful for the life you've given me, and I know tomorrow is going to be something great for me, and whoa, you enter into the day with that joyful heart. Amen. So for now, Martha, let me stop here. But during the questions, I have some questions, and I know you're going to discuss more with the questions. And I'm seeing Stuart, the hand is up. Philip, if it's okay, let me ask Stuart to also.
Yes,
Maybe
yes,
has a question.
it is fine. It is fine.
Yes, Stuart, please, Stuart, it's your time. You can, I'm seeing your hand up. Go ahead and tell us. Stuart, you have to unmute yourself and then talk to us, please.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Yes, you tell us. Yes.
Are you getting me?
Yes, we are getting you.
Yes, yes.
So I'm the one who is leading a group in Kawazana village, and I had a question. I have a question which says that sometimes we as refugees living in a Kivale refugee settlement, we have, as we have been sharing about the happiness. Happiness is free. We have been sharing more about it, but sometimes it is very hard for us to understand it. The life we are living in camp, we find it very difficult for us to understand it more deeper. I was asking Martha so that you can explain more about that. Then I can understand more for my group. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Stuart. Thank you for the question. Martha, let me hope you've heard the question loud and clear, so you are open to answer it.
Okay, the question, that is just the thought. You see that the life is difficult. It's just the power of your thoughts. Those are negative thoughts. You have to let go of those negative thoughts and focus on the positive thoughts. Those are just negative thoughts. Please let go of those negative thoughts. And when you start listening for a feeling, do not just listen for the words. When you learn about the 3 principles, listen for that feeling, and you will be guided with your own wisdom. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you, Martha. I think Stuart, have you heard? Have you seen something?
Yeah, I have understood. It is a matter of letting go of the negative thoughts, then everything will be fine. Thank you very much.
Philip, I also want to add something on Stuart. I also want to ask Stuart a question. Replying the question he asked Stuart. So now that you have all the challenges as refugees and you're going through a lot, you can't see happiness, what are you going to do about those challenges? Any plan? Philip? Stuart? Because it is something that you guys, you are in a camp and that's where you're supposed to be, nowhere else to go. Do you have anything you can do about it? The answer is no. Like the previous webinar, when we are talking with our bishop about the 3 Ps and religious, we said there are some things that we cannot handle. Like they came and you cannot reverse it. It is there, it is happening, it's reality and you have to face it. But it depends how is your mind telling you to face it. So being in a camp and refugees, it's something real. We have to face it. It's the reality. And right now, we cannot hope that we are leaving the refugee tomorrow or next day. What we have to do, just like Martha said, tune your mindset about that current situation. Decide to find happiness even in that situation, because when the more you become sorrowful and regretting and wondering, the more you get unhappy, the more you get, the more you're oppressed, the more you're heartbroken, the more you are wounded. But whenever you think positive and they're like, this came, nothing to reverse, nothing to do about it. So I have to find all ways of being happy in this state. Then you'll make it, Stuart. Yeah, that's all I wanted to add on that, Stuart. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Sylvia. And I will also add that that is ego thinking. If you think that you are a refugee, we as a refugee, we are seeing it is hard to understand about the role of thought, it is hard that you can be happy, then that is ego. You are thinking that you cannot make it. But if you think that you can, then it happens, because happiness is always there. But it is up to you to access it according to how you think. But if you are thinking it is always hard that you can be happy, then it will be hard. But in your thought, if you think it can be possible, because you have free will to do that, so it will always happen. Okay, I think that makes sense to Stuart. So let's welcome any other question from the team.
Yeah, Philip, I have a question for Martha. Yeah, my question goes like this. Yes. So Martha, like, can't I be upset? Can't I be upset over something because I'm trying to defend my happiness? I'm trying to be a joyful person or happy person. Can't I be upset of anything that comes my way that is wrong? And I see it's really wrong. I need to be angry. I need to be unhappy. And then I'm like, oh, I have to be happy. So I let it go. So can't I be upset over something that is not good?
Okay, the question is if you can be upset of something that is not good. Yeah, is not good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my answer is that when you have that happiness within yourself, you have that good feeling, and that is normal. Yes, you can be upset, and when you are upset, and maybe later you come to your senses, and you realize that is when now you start to forgive yourself first, right? Yes, when you realize that because sometimes, you know, this life, you can do for something, you can do for someone a wrong thing unknowingly, and later you come to realize that, oh, I didn't do well with that person, I wronged that person. So what you need to do is to forgive yourself first, and then you go and ask for, you forgive the other person if you wronged the other person. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. That is great. It's very funny to ask, and then again you top on something. But I also want to top on something about that, about being upset and yet you have to keep the happiness. I want to just bring out a small story. Last year, it was my first baby's birthday, and there is this special friend of ours who sent her a special dress to put it on that day. And we kept it for her on that day. And then that day came like it was tomorrow. And then today, I told one of the girls that I stay with at home, help me iron the baby's dress. And as she was ironing it, she burnt the dress accidentally, you know. And tomorrow is the birthday, and we are all excited we have prepared. And then I came and found the dress was burnt, you know. As a parent, I felt so much annoyed. I was like, why at this time? Like, why did you have to burn this dress? You know, it's a special dress, it's a special day. Why? But then very quickly, we got a solution for the dress, you know. We rushed and took the dress to the tailor, and then we got a flower and we put on the dress, and the dress came out very nicely. So why am I saying this? There are some things that we shouldn't allow our happy lives. Yes, there are some things you just don't allow them to enter and sabotage your life, you know. There are some things minor, and if you really allow them to enter your life, they're going to destroy all the happiness, all the happy moments. So it's either you have to use your mind very quickly, or just let go. Let go and enjoy the happy time and enjoy the happy moment, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the time and the rest of the day. So Even when you get annoyed, don't allow it to come and ruin your happiness. Look for a very quick way how to solve it. And that's where Seed Bank says you get a moment of silence. There is where you reach and you feel you have nothing to do. You don't know what to do at that moment. Don't be quick. Have a moment of silence, like have that quiet moment and let your mind work. Let your mind work on how you are going to handle that. And at the end of the thinking and the quiet moment, you're going to see that you are getting a solution and your happiness stays there. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Sylvia. And I would like to add that we hear from like a calm mind. We don't hear from that noise that comes. There is no answer from that. Because if we are having a disturbance, a noise every time, and there is no answer from that. That if we calm our mind, we quiet our mind, then the answers have to drop. So I was seeing Abdallah would like to say something. Abdallah Koromin something.
Yeah, yes. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. I'm so happy and excited to attend today's section. That is my first time. Before maybe I say something, I will maybe want to introduce myself so that you guys should also know me. I'm Kolomni Abdallah from Kakuma refugee camp. I'm Sudanese by nationality, and I've learned this program through Harry.
Excuse me, sorry Abdallah for interruption. Where you are, can you access a video so we can at least see your face?
So here is a bit getting dark.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yes. Yes. I'm in Kakuma. As I've said, I've interacted with this program through Harry, and though I have no more detail about the program, but I see I've just gone light on it and understand about it a little bit. So today when I got this link of today's section, I was like, I have to attend and at least learn something about it. And I'm sorry, I'm late. I've attended late, but I've just catch up with some of the teams that have talked. And I really feel happy because the program is really helpful, because when you looked at the society that we are in now, especially here, the community that we are living in the camp, Kakuma, you find those are the marginalized people who came from different backgrounds, who have maybe very painful stories, who left their homelands, those who fled from different countries, and you find people have traumas. And I'm very sure this program is, yani, if at all, it is also within Kakuma. I know it is maybe operating within Kenya, but I don't know exactly. But if it is here in Kakuma, it is going to help a lot, and it is going to support, especially those who are living with traumas, those who are living in a stress situation. So it is going to help a lot. So I'm so much excited. I'm so happy. If at all some of my maybe people within Kakuma have such maybe knowledge about the program, so that they can also attend, then they can also maybe take the same message to the community, so that at least the community should be also in a good and to stay in a good society. So I'm so much happy, and I don't know if you guys have teams in Kakuma also. and where they are operating.
Yeah,
I'm so much
Abdallah.
happy. Yes.
Yeah, Abdallah, we have people sharing sleepies in Kakuma. We have someone called Mark, Ndaize, there are many. So I think we shall get you in touch if you are in Kakuma so that you keep sharing the three principles. But this is 3P African educators where we are meeting, sharing as Africans in different parts of Uganda, Kenya, Malawi. So we shall have you linked in Kakuma because there is a group sharing in Kakuma and even Nairobi there. So we shall link with them and you get connected and you be sharing also.
Yes, what leads me to say that because you know, I am from one of the a group where we have people coming, especially the new arrivals. You know, right now Sudan is not a safe place, and we are having many people coming from Sudan. I personally have stayed here in Kakuma for some years. I have probably now 12 years in Kakuma, but we are seeing people coming, especially from the other side of Sudan, north where I am, and these people also need such programs so that those are the people who have come out from the war, and they are not. You find somebody is not mental upright, so such programs need to be at least delivered, especially in those to those people who are affected most.
Yes, that is good. And I mentioned we shall get you in touch with them, but I would appreciate if you have something to ask about happiness that we are sharing about.
Okay, I think the team has talked, and I'm really so happy. I think Martha has answered some of the questions, and if I have questions, I will still come in and ask.
All right, thank you. Okay, so I have a question to you, Martha. Can I find happiness from a friend?
No, 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 no. No, a big no. You yourself have the key to your own happiness because happiness is inside you. You yourself have the key to your own happiness. You can't look for happiness outside. You will fail a million years looking for happiness outside. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Thank you so much.
Philip, to add on that of Martha, you have to get your own happiness inside, but then after you are free to have happiness from someone else, like coming out and playing games with others. You know, you're seeking that you guys are having that happy moments together. So the more you interact and have fun and you're getting the happiness, but as you said, it starts with you. It cannot first come from those people before it comes from you. So it first comes from you, then you can top it on, add it on with friends, family, and all that, and life moves well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Any other question from other members?
Yeah, there is, I saw a hand from, I'm not sure the name, but from Cloudy Ninyonezera. Yeah, I saw his hand up. So
okay, thank you very much. I'm Claude Nionizel from Nakiva Refugee Settlement. It's a great pleasure to be connected with you this time. I would like to ask one or two questions about happiness. So, Martha, can you tell me some ways that communities can use to promote happiness and well-being? That's the first question. And as you've started that happiness, it is inner, just in somebody. Then how someone can create a positive thoughts in order to be happy? How, even though you are facing a very hard situation, how can you try to create positive thoughts in you in order to be happy? Thank you.
Okay, that is a good question. Okay, we can't create thoughts. We have no power to create thoughts in us. These thoughts just comes in us. We don't have that power to create on which thought that will come, but we have that free will to choose on which thought to follow. And once you understand the 3 principles, you will be able to follow the positive thoughts easily, just like magic, and you will find happiness. And are you happy with that answer?
So for that, how can you evaluate some activities which can make someone feel happy and alive? Are there some activities which somebody can do in order to feel alive and happy?
No, there are no activities that you can do to find your own happiness. You yourself have the happiness inside you. Even if you do your favorite things, but if you don't have that happiness inside yourself, you will not be happy doing your favorite things. You'll just be doing them just for fun, but you will not be happy from inside. Happiness needs to be from inside, not the outside.
Yeah, maybe Martha, I also want to add on something. Claudia, I want to add on something on Martha's the answer. You're asking of activities. Martha, yes, we can have some activities. What do you enjoy most doing, Claudia, in your time? What do you enjoy? You have hobbies, right? So you get those hobbies and you're like, I love soccer. Maybe I love swimming. Maybe I love watching movies. I love hanging out. So those activities, they help you to boost your happiness. But as you're doing them, you have to know that it has to come from inside of you. You are not doing it because you are with friends or you want to make friends happy or you're passing time. You're doing it for your own happiness, and you do it to the fullest of enjoying yourself and having your happiness. Yeah, so you look for your hobbies.
You look for your hobby in order to be happy. Is it possible?
Yes, you can have what you like. Okay, let me give an example. You like swimming, right? So whenever you get that swimming costume and go to the swimming pool and go into the water and feel relaxed, you feel happy. You feel happy doing that. When you go for the soccer, you feel happy doing that. So it comes right from inside because you're doing something you like to enjoy.
Yeah. So according to what Martha has stated, it is like happiness is born with. It is something that is someone born with. When you say that it's the inner, there is not any activity that you can do in order to make yourself happy.
Yes, Claudia, Martha was right to say that happiness is self-born. When the moment you are born, you are connected to the 3 principles where we have the mind, thought, and consciousness. And when you bring in the mind, of course, when you bring in the mind, you have to have positive mind, which brings in happiness. So whether you play the soccer or you go swimming, as long as you don't get the happiness from inside you, you still be unhappy with your soccer and your swimming. So it has to first come in you because it is inside. It's natural. It's natural, God-given thing inside you. So you have to first get it, and then you bring it, and you're like, okay, I'm going for soccer. Then with you, you know that you're going for soccer, and when you play the soccer, you'll get that happiness because you've got it from inside you.
Okay, thank you very much. Then another question. So, do you believe in absence of happiness? So how the absence of happiness in a community can affect socio-economic development.
Martha,
Come
would you
again,
love
come
to
again
answer
to the
that
question.
before I go to that?
You know, that is just by the power of thought. Yeah, if you have positive thoughts, everything in your life will be just okay. You'll be happy. But if you have negative thoughts, the economic, you'll see it's going down and everything. It's all about your thoughts. When you have those positive thoughts, your life will be easy and you will be happy in life. Just let go of those negative thoughts in the community. Tell people to let go of those negative thoughts, and their life will be more happy. Their life will be easy. They will not be worrying about things. No. And share to them about their inner wisdom. Whenever they have a problem, their inner wisdom will just guide them. Yeah.
Yeah, and also to add on that, Claudia, in the
Yeah.
community, as long as you implement what we call love, the sincere love that is also God-given, it's natural. When you bring it out, and as the 3Ps tells us, you first have to love yourself. Then after loving yourself, you share with the community. You love others, right? As long as the community is in that one accord of love, they'll always sit and agree in unity over something. And that's where the happiness of the community is going to start from. It will start from the love you have given yourself, and then you have brought it out to your community members. And then it's that same love that's going to bring you together in one unity and discuss on the community problems, the community developments, and everything. So it starts with the love that is natural given to us by God.
Oh, thank you very much. And according to, I don't remember well, and that was how they rated the countries with the happiness. And about that newspaper, Rwanda was the last country without happiness people. Then I think that for happiness, it is connected. It is connected with love, of course. But I think that there are other factors which are connected, which can make people happy apart from love.
Okay,
Yes.
let me try to share to crowd a bit. First of all, we need to understand that we have free will. We have free will to think what we want. We have free will to decide on how we would like to be. For example, if you say that you are asking ways on how you can promote happiness in the community. There is no way you can promote happiness in the community if you are not happy. Because if you are going to share happiness, you are promote happiness into your community, but you are not happy, then there is no way you can promote that. First of all, but be happy. After being happy, then you share also happiness.
Okay, so happiness can be shared through love one another, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
and then for that, what you're saying about Rwanda, go on, Philip.
Go ahead, Silvia.
So thank you very much.
Silvia,
thank you for your time.
Okay.
Sorry?
Yes, Claudia, what you're saying about Rwanda, it is according to their thinking, their mindset. Yes, we've been saying here, happiness will come after your mindset, your mind. How is your thoughts working about happiness? Just have those positive thoughts, the free will of deciding, like Philippa said, free will, decide whether to be unhappy or happy. It's your choice. It's a choice that you have to make personal. Yeah, so as simple as that.
Okay, thank you very much for your explanation. I'm very happy to be with you. It is possible next time, as I was invited by Harry to join you guys. So I'm very happy to be with you again. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you too for joining us.
What the 3 key principles that can promote happiness in personal life, work, and relationship? That was my question.
No one key principles. They all work together. These three principles cannot be separated. They are all equal, and that is why we are one. These three principles work together. There's no one key principles that can bring happiness. No, they are all of them work together. And from them, you will find the secrets to happiness. Yeah.
Are you okay with the answer, Andrea? Hello? Andre, are you okay with the answer?
Yeah, I understand the answer. It is Martha who answered the question, or Sylvia? It is Martha.
Yeah, it's Martha.
Yeah, I understand, and maybe if there is someone who can add something, I'm here.
Okay, Philip, this is back to you. How are we seeing our time, or is it okay for anyone else to continue? Back to you, please.
Yeah, thank you. You mentioned that the three key principles on how we can be happy. Was that the question?
Yeah, the three key principles that can promote happiness in personal life, work, and relationship.
First of all, you have love. If you are loving yourself, it will promote happiness into you, because if you hate yourself, then if you are not contented, or if you are not like gratitude on what you have, you will never be happy. So it is up to you to embrace love, gratitude, then happiness will also be uncovered. But now, if you are not loving yourself, you are not appreciating already what you have, you don't have any gratitude, then you want to be happy. Though happiness is free, but you are not uncovering it, because you understand that by the right use of thought, you will access everything and you will feel better, and even happiness will be there. But if you use your thought wrongly, then no love, and everything starts from there to be distorted. So love yourself, feel gratitude, everything can be uncovered, and the happiness will be already there.
Thank you for the answer.
Thank you. Do I have any more question, or I give one? Okay, Martha, can I be happy all the time? Is it possible that I can be happy all the time?
Yes, you can, because true happiness within inside will forever stay. True happiness inside will forever stay inside yourself, and you'll forever be happy.
Thank you. And I will also add that sometimes happiness may be, I would think that cannot be there according how you think, because we cannot say someone can be happy maybe all the time, because you cannot be perfect all the time. But if you have not been happy, maybe you can forgive yourself and you come back to normal, and happiness can be regained. Okay, if someone is not there to add something, then Sylvia, something to add there?
Yeah, I also just want to just say that, as Martha said, the happiness is natural. Yes, so that means something that is natural can never run dry. It's always there. So it's up to you to keep bringing it out. So that's why I say there are some things you have always not to allow them disturb your happiness. Yes, you might get upset, but for how long and how do you handle it? And how far do you allow it to sabotage your happiness? See, so it's natural. Keep smiling, keep happy, handle things with your mind, handle them wisely where they refuse. Go in the moment of quietness. Seek personal advice from yourself. Then see that the happiness, you keep the happiness going on because it's natural. You don't buy it, you don't borrow it, it's yours it's inside you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And I think there's no more question. I think we have shared much concerning secrets to happiness as our topic. And I'm happy that you are coming to understand that happiness is free. But it is free if we can think it is free. But some people don't see that it is free because of what they are thinking. Some people don't think it is free because they have more negativity. They are carrying their past. So they don't think, or they don't see it, that it is free. But we have free will to live.
I have a question.
Think what we want. So let's embrace that. And we keep moving and we keep sharing the 3 principles as Africans because it is a gift that has come to us. And I'm happy that the suffering is being alleviated, not only in refugee settlements, but even other people outside. So I thank everyone. And I think, Martha, do you have something else before we close out that you can share? Then we'll wrap it up.
Oh, thank you everyone for joining to listen to my sharing. It is a such blessing because sharing is growing. And I would like you to share to other people so that they can know the secrets to happiness. Everybody deserves happiness because happiness is free. The purpose of life is to be happy. Please, when you find that happiness, share to everybody. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Martha. Then Sylvia, something?
Yeah, I heard someone has a question. So there is this platform of 3Ps in Africa that Harry started. You can send in your question in that platform. For some of us who are there, we can help to answer them. And if you're not in that platform, you can contact Harry so Harry can put you in. It's a platform that he created and it's there. So we can keep it in use with questions about the sharing, about the religious, the one of Bishop, about the one of Martha, and any other question you want to ask, please send it over in the platform. Then we shall answer from there. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you for loving the 3Ps, and let us continue sharing. Let us continue embracing them. Let us continue following the legacy of Sydney Banks as he discovered them. And God will do us good. And don't always forget to fly. When I say fly, it's first love yourself. First love yourself. Please fly. Don't forget to fly. It's Christmas season. Fly. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you so much.